Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Sunday, August 24th, 2025. So, Powell came out at the Jackson Hole and was very dovish and hinted that there's going to be rate cuts in September, and that just absolutely had the markets exploding after that. And we were positioned well. We had big positions. We had a lot of them for IWM, which paid off very, very well. I closed all positions. I even closed the quantum stocks that I bought the other day because we're still kind of at the tail end right now of this particular move, meaning that the top that we made here, we had a little pullback that was kind of expected, a little bit more than I was expecting, but found support and then it came up. So we were buying this dip down here and we were using IWM. And as you can see, IWM was up almost 4%. So my target's always been the 239, but you can see right here that this is an ABC move that takes us to 230, right around that 237 level. And if we go a little bit further out on it and say, here's our ABC, you can see this has a target up at the 243 level. So again, the small caps really outperformed everything. That's been kind of our motto since I went market neutral on the S&P, which obviously was not the correct move because the S&P continued higher. But at that particular point, IWM has completely outperformed every other index since then. So we were on the right side. We got a great trade. We made some great profits for the fund. Even with the in the room, we made a quick trade. I didn't take any positions before the Powell talk on it, just because the premiums are just way too high. And we had positions on. We actually were taking last week and on like Tuesday and Wednesday, building up the IWM position. So I wasn't really in any rush to be jumping in on a day trade, especially when the premiums are so expensive. But that's the reason why you have a almost a 4% move in the IWM, which, like I said, worked out absolutely perfectly. So here we go. We kind of came straight up to the top right here. Looks like just consolidation. So that would be anticipation that we're going to get another move to the upside. And if that's the case, it's probably going to be right around the 6,500. If it takes that out, then we're looking at a move coming somewhere up into the 6,600 level. So this would be, these are our upside targets. But like I said, you can see we don't have any bearish divergences here. So if we get a pullback on Monday, just because this is a pretty big move, I would anticipate that there'd be buyers here. And then anywhere between, say, the 64.30 level down to the 64.20. And I believe that will get bid back up, and from there we'll probably make it somewhere up into the 6,500 level. But again, it's not going to be as easy as it was during this move right here, where it was pretty much just all you had to buy every single dip. Things are going to start getting a little more choppy up here, and that's why I went more kind of market neutral with IWM and all my positions on Friday, just because we made great profits and I didn't really want to be rolling the dice with just being up as much as we were. So if we get a pullback, I'm anticipating that we will see buyers step in somewhere 64.26, 64.20. If they lose that, then we're going to come down and probably close this gap down at the 63.74, and you can see 63.50 is some support as well. Below that, that's when we start looking at these gaps getting filled. So we want to be looking both ways. This is not going to be a one-way street like it's been since the April lows. So we want to be looking both ways on that. Here, even on the 15-minute chart, you can see we really don't have any bearish divergences. So it's anticipating that we're going to get a bit of a drop, or we could just head straight up just because you can see that momentum has pulled back. So if we get another, say, move above these highs here, we're going to get some sell signals on the 15-minute chart. But you can see on the 60 is we don't have them. So this dip here would probably get bid back up, and we'd come up and make new all-time highs from there. Again, support-wise, you want to keep an eye on that 64.26, 64.20. Upside, it's going to be 6,500 and possibly up to the 6,550, 6,600 level. But that's a little bit too far out right now. And like I said, we really, really want to be looking both ways right now because it's going to be pretty choppy, and we want to, be able to take advantage of both sides of them. So for the fund, you can see we had a really, really good day. We were up over $11,000. And again, that was really the position trades that we had going with IWM. So we were positioned in the right direction on that. Everything worked out pretty well. Great day for the fund. In the room, we did all right with it. It wasn't, even a little after we got this big move up in IWM, we were able to take a straddle with IWM using the 235 puts and calls on it. So when we got this dip right here, we were able to close the puts, and then we were able to make a little bit of money on the call side. So that worked out. We made easily over $1,000 with that trade in the room. So overall, Friday was really, really a great day overall. Now we want to keep an eye on looking both directions, and if we get the move up to these levels here, 236.88, I'm probably going to be looking to lock in profits. But if it blasts right through it, then you just hold them because we're probably heading somewhere up into the 239, 242 level on IWM. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you guys in the morning.